9. This is News and Views with me, Julie Ali, on Salam Media. And I think a very appropriate time for us to be having this interview with Brother Noor Muhamed, who is a director at Ammanah IFS, or the director at Ammanah IFS. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to the program.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakallah and shukran for having us.
Thank you indeed for your very valuable time. Really troubling times that is facing us right now, and most appropriate for us to be talking to you. With the current situation in the country, political unrest and major rampant looting, will Ammanah IFS, your company, be covering these losses about assisting businesses that have been affected?
So basically, South Africa is unique in that it has a company called Caesarea, which is a South African special risk insurance company that handles these types of political or rioting and strikes and civil unrest. So all insurance policies have a component called Caesarea, and as long as you've got the cover on the policy, then Caesarea actually will be paying for this. So your normal insurer would cover you for fire, but if the fire is caused by looting, it will then be covered by Caesarea. And yes, Ammanah will help our clients to, obviously put in the claim and guide them on that.
I hope you can hear me clearly.
Did you hear me?
Yes, I did, but there seems to be a bit of interruption. I don't know what it is, but let's
Sorry.
see. No, please don't apologize. We see how we can progress with the interview. Okay, so if I have an insurance policy and my business has been looted or even worse, burned down to the ground, then will my stock and property be covered as well? Or is there perhaps, that big word, fine print, that I need to know about?
So, I think it's all important to say the fine print. But generally, due to the present unrest, political unrest, your business is affected by the looting and fire, then yes, you have, the policy has to be active as well. And if you have protection, yes, you will be covered fully. Caesarea should pay. They've made a commitment to assist all these claims. But just also clients need to remember, people must remember that the normal laws of every region that applies to your normal insurance policy will also apply to a Caesarea claim. I don't know. So average would still apply.
Okay. Motor vehicles that have been burnt and destroyed. We've seen those horrific visuals of trucks that's been set alight. Will these or are these covered?
Yes. Yes, Caesarea does cover for motor vehicles and trucks and delivery goods as well. As long as, again, that you have, it is on cover currently, then yes, Caesarea does provide cover for motor vehicles as well.
Last but not least, what is the process then on a claim for looting or fire from riots and strikes? Is it the same like normal insurance claims?
So the process is it's similar. It is similar, but it's done with Caesarea and not with the insurer. So yes, you fill in claim forms. It's very important. What we have experienced, some xenophobia attacks about 3 years ago in the Joburg CBD. Some people are finding it a bit difficult to get police case numbers. So try and get you have to get a police incident number as soon as your business or property has been affected due to the riots and looting. Make sure you get a police incident number. And also take footage, pictures, video footage. If you've got CCTV, if there's newspaper articles referring to your area where there's looting and or even if there's like a TV, whatever, please try and keep all this evidence to show there was looting and riots in your area. This just basically helps make the claim a bit quick and smoother as we're giving the evidence to Caesarea. Also, like on businesses, one of the areas where we find a problem sometimes is you need to have an inventory of your stock. You need to have your point of sale backup. You should have some sort of financial records, exactly. So, for example, you had 5 million rand stock in your business. We can't just going to claim for 5 million rand with Caesarea. They're going to say, but that was your total stock. Obviously, you've been selling some of the stock then. So it's very important to have an inventory and some sort of point of sale records which you should advisably keep offsite. You have your black cards offsite, not at the business, because obviously if the business gets burnt and looted, they might steal all of that info as well.
You know what I'm thinking about right now is we've seen absolute wholesale looting and rioting in KZN and Gauteng. And I'm just wondering, let's just assume that all of those businesses were covered by this riot insurance. Will Sasria have the funds to pay all of these people out?
Inshallah, we make dua. So what's happening is they've done.
It's frightening, isn't it?
No, it is. I mean, listen, you're talking of billions and billions of them.
Absolutely.
One side you have the insurance side and Sasria, and it is a state-owned enterprise, and they have committed. They had cash flow, and they say they've got the resources.
Right.
So we hope they fulfill that. My bigger thing is, I just got calls some clients in Durban, in Isipingo, in Poti. Those areas have already been run over. You've had businesses that have been selling for generations.
Right.
So one is the physical impact on business. Then is the mentality, the psychology of it, where you have the younger generation looking at this and now wondering, is it worth it? So there's a lot of other angles to this, and when we make dua, and as Muslims, it's an opportunity for us also to help and assist in other communities, other groups, other faiths as well. And if we're going to be negative, and like I say, on our side, on the business side, alhamdulillah, we try and cover our points and do our best for them. This is the one aspect of it, but we cannot lose hope, in Allah's mercy. And I think that it comes down to us as an ummah now to look at how best. If there's things we need to change, let's change it and make dua and tawbah and assist those that we can.
Inshallah, Ameen. My final question to you, Noor Muhamed, issues around excess. People always worry about that. And, someone may be totally devastated and, their business, everything they've ever had has been lost. They don't even have, the excess to pay. Or does that just get deducted from the payout from Sasria?
No, it wasn't deducted. So if they don't have the cash, that's fine. It normally would get them deducted from the payout.
Okay, I do apologize. The line was quite bad, but I'm sure we got to the heart of the matter, and inshallah, we can always revisit this again. But thank you indeed for your time. Okay. Wa alaikum salam. That was Noor Muhamed, Director of Ammanah IFS, talking to us about riot insurance cover. I do know that the line was bad. We're sorry about that. It was on his side, and we could perhaps revisit this matter again sometime in the future if you'd like more information, or we could give you his number and you can make contact with him. It's 9:48. Before we are joined with our last interviewee for the day, the question is, do you believe that government should impose a state of emergency? What do you believe are the pros and cons to that issue? Do call in. We'd love to hear your comments. 9:48 exactly. This is News and Views.
Once again, Maulana Timol will be doing the annual Qurbani. Many people in the villages live well below the poverty